Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing a quick little video on Count Nefarious. I'm going to scroll through his abilities here, just highlighting a couple of things. Basically, he's got tons of freaking immunities and tons of resistance, which is super cool. His well-timed blocks evade, which is actually really annoying, and evading the end of his specials, or the end of the opponent's specials, and counter-attacking afterwards, or punishing. That is how you build up your energy vulnerabilities, and that's how you do the majority of his damage. Perform well-timed blocks gives you 10 ionic charges, which his 10 ionic charges, or his ionic charges, are basically his form of damage and utility. Getting bled, you lose charges. That's not great. Probably not great to use him in bleed matchups unless you're fighting Mystic Champions. At 100 charges, he enters Ionic Overcharge, which is basically it resets his charges, or he takes away 100 charges when it's done, and he does extra damage and has extra resistance per charge up to 100. Special attacks, his main rotation is going to be Special 1, Special 1, Special 2, or Special 1, Special 2. You won't really use his Special 3 much, but here I'm going to show this American Chavez fight. He reduces ability power rate, so that is going to kind of make America Chavez much less dangerous. You kind of have to get to 100 ionic charges first. And when she gains power, it gives her charges, it puts energy buildups on her. Now she'll gain 95% less power, and I will gain 60% of the power that she is denied. And that is based off of how many ionic charges I have. Since I've got over 100, which is where that cap is, that's what's making it so she doesn't gain ability power at that. She can still gain combat power, obviously, but evading her Special 1 and punishing is how you get your energy buildup or energy vulnerabilities. And I kind of want to just keep this matchup. I just want to make sure I keep 100 of my charges. It's not a great matchup either. I used a low star rating, but I'm running Inequity or Despair, so I was just reducing her healing and stuff. So most of that damage was from her regen being reversed. But he's also going to be a decent counter for Serpent. Not amazing, just kind of one of those backup options, I guess. Just using my slightly higher stars so I can take some block damage here. But he reduces ability power rate by 95% at 100 charges, which pretty much just makes Serpent much less annoying in that aspect. And with his Sig ability, he steals regeneration that the opponent would gain. So here, willpower is keeping me topped up from stealing his willpower healing. But at the end of his life, he'll also go into his immortality phase where he gains a lot of power and regen, and I will reduce that by 95% and steal 60% of that back, or 60% of the power back. I won't actually steal any more than, I think it's 59 a tick for the 6-star on the regen, dependent on his Sig ability. But there, I threw a couple of special ones first just to make sure my charges were capped up, and then through the Special 2, you get a Fury for every 10 of your Ionic charges, a max of 15. So here, I'll probably throw another Special 1 since my charges are getting a little bit low again. And when that expires, it'll put me back under 100, and I want to keep at least 100 charges at the end. Like I said, I really don't like the evade from his special attacks, or from his well-timed blocks, because it just I don't know, unfazed is a thing, and unfazed will be a major pain in war and battlegrounds with him just because of that, and also because of whenever you evade, it is like you can throw a light attack by accident, and I don't know, it makes it so you can't actually counter. But he worked all right there. I blocked a special 2 at the end, so took a lot of damage. But like in battlegrounds or something, you'd be able to throw a relic and be able to keep from eating that final special 2, and you'd still probably be at a full yellow bar. Here I'm going to show against a few million health pool, like his basic rotation and whatnot. Basically start with a parry, and then you'll 5 combo and parry to build a few ionic charges. You want to evade their special attacks with a well-timed block, the last hit, and punish if possible, because that's how you get that fat energy vulnerability on them, and thus do the majority of your damage. So there I get 100 of my ionic charges. I'll go to special 2 now, I believe. Yeah. Got 110, which means I get 11 of my furies. Here I'll evade his special 2 and get that punish. My basic attacks are hitting for a lot right now, which I think he's got a pretty low crit rate because he doesn't seem to crit very much. But even the non-crits are hitting for a lot of damage. Sometimes it's tough to punish some specials because, like, when you evade, there's like an extra millisecond of time that you're not able to counter, unlike when you dex. So it is, like I said, I don't like the evade mechanic at all, but it is what it is. If you throw your special attack within 2 hits of evading on one of your basic attacks, it deals an extra burst of energy damage. It's not a ton of energy damage, but it's enough to actually be a little bit useful, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's something that you need to worry about actually focusing on evading before throwing a special attack. But yeah, pretty much you want to keep an eye on your ionic charges and make sure you're always staying either at or above 100. So I'll throw another special 2 here since I'm at 100 still. It'll give me those 10 furies. And whenever you start getting low, basically just throw another special 1 and it'll give you a whole bunch again. But yeah, throwing that special 1 there, it gives me some power back, and I'm back at 130, which means I'll be able to get 13 furies. Or I could parry here. There we go. Be able to get 14 furies now. And these special attacks, they're hitting for a lot. This is an unboosted rank 2 Count Nefarious, which is pretty much what he's going to be at for most people, I feel. And his mediums with 14 furies, that one just hit for 40,000. And now that I'm out of my damage phase, I don't have quite that anymore, but I had to throw another special 1 to top up my charges. Have 2 of the vulnerabilities. That special 2 hit for, I don't know, like 130,000, but the last hit was capped. And I have a Incinerate that was doing 4,000 a tick, which I believe it's a 6-second Incinerate, which there's 2 ticks per second, so that is 12 ticks at 4,000. That's like 50,000 damage right there, just a little over, just from the Incinerate, which is pretty nice. Although it doesn't really compare to the basic attacks. So honestly, that Incinerate might be kind of more annoying than not, because it'll make him a lot less good for some matchups, primarily someone like Bishop or I don't know, someone who punishes for having energy damage over time, or like this current Battlegrounds meta that we have that punishes for having energy damage over time. But yeah, pretty much his cycle is just special 1, special 1, special 2. And that's about, his cycle is special 1, special 2, special 1, special 2, and punishing special attacks after you evade them. That's pretty much all you really need to know about Count Nefarious. Throw a special 2 whenever you have your charges, gain your charges by throwing special 1. But that's about it. I figured I'd throw a little video out here since lots of people are getting this guy, and he's going to have a big impact in this war season. So that'll be it for this one. Enjoy you guys stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.